I'll just put my camera. How is everybody?
Fine. We're fine. Thank you. How are you?
Good. I can't see you.
Okay.
Jag hade ett videosamtal inkopplat så jag hade varit ringningen.
Can you put your camera on, please?
Yes, we.
Yes. Now.
Kameran till vänster. Kameran till vänster. Och mikrofonen.
Vad sa du? Men jag har...
There you go. Hello, everybody. Well, as an introduction, you know my name is Mark Wood. This is my colleague, training expedition for 3 weeks. We're in the Himalayas.
Okay, we have some problem to hear you.
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
Hello.
Hello. Ja, vi försöker igen. Man hör det, va? No.
Rebecca.
Nej, men du ska fungera bättre. Simon, man tar det utan video så vi hör varandra åtminstone.
Så hör vi varandra, men vi ska se om vi får koppla in innan.
Hello.
Now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Vi måste...
Hello, Mark. We welcome you to speak to us.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes. Yes. Hello, Mark. We welcome you to speak to us. I can see you fixade. Hello, Mark. Kan höras? Du sa att du hade gjort Skype med honom förut.
Ja, jag ska på någon.
Gick det då?
Jo, det gick. Det gick i morse också.
Det kommer de också. Det kommer de.
Ja. Annars är det... Jag tar kameran på här. Den är kvar. Jag ska se. Jag provar att koppla ur slagen, men det för det verkar gå bättre utan trådlösaren sen. Var är den?
Sätt på.
Det är det som strular.
Can I please have a Mars?
Hello.
Vi har video.
Just taking you 10 minutes.
Yeah, even just 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes to get.
Yeah, I need to log in.
Yeah. You're connected to it.
Försöker tydligen logga in.
You're going to choose.
Get the
I'll be back soon. You'll see.
Han kommer tillbaka snart. Hon kommer tillbaks. Han kommer tillbaks. I värsta fall får vi köra du. Vi vill bara prata.
So right, this your snippet starts mobile. It's your coffee, man.
Shoot.
Ja, det ska jag. Jag låter honom inte.
Hello.
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 Shall we try without video?
Yeah, maybe you keep the video on so you can see me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll keep my video up so I can't see you. It might be easy. Yeah. Is that okay?
Okay. Okay. Then
Okay, maybe I'll look at you at the end because that's who I'm speaking to, but it's wonderful to see you all. So,
Okay. Hello Mark. We welcome you to speak to us. We are Viking Olsen School on the Åland Islands. Åland is one of group of Swedish-speaking islands between Sweden and Finland in the north of Europe. So first, what can you tell us?
well, thank you for that. Whenever I've said that I'm speaking to your school, people have asked me where you're located, so that's great that you've done that. I'm actually on a 3-week training expedition at the moment for my ascent of Everest. There's 10 schools who are joining me on the expedition. Aside from your school, there's a school in Brazil, Thailand, 2 schools in America, UK, Japan, so all the way around the world. So at 650 schools globally, your school was selected. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are honoured.
That's brilliant. And I've got your school logo with me. Now this logo will come with me to all the way along the expedition. I'm going to promise you that I'll do a film for you so you can play it at your school. And when I attempt Mount Everest, I'll take your school logo up to the very top of the world, get a photograph, and then bring it back to your school as a present for your school. All the expedition team will sign the photograph, and that will be a good memory for your school, okay?
nice.
Has anybody got any questions for me?
Questions?
Yes.
Yes.
Here are some of our questions. How did you find out that you wanted to become an explorer?
Okay, it's very clear. Well, I was in the army when I left school, and I worked in places like Kenya, Eastern Turkey, and Israel, places like that. So that gave me the feeling of adventure. And then I joined the rescue services, and I mainly do polar expeditions. So I'm sure that you've looked at what I've done in the past, but I went to the North and South Pole last year. And this is, the third pole for me, but I think I've just got the spirit of adventure inside me, and I'm sure some of you guys have got that as well.
Nice. Okay. Oh, yes, okay.
What does your family say when you do things like this, skiing to the poles, ascending Mount Everest?
So can you just repeat that again, please?
Okay.
Okay.
What does your family say when you do things like this? Skiing to the poles, ascending Mount Everest.
Oh, I'm 46 years old and I'm still a child. My family enjoy what I do because it's not just about exploring, it's about connecting with schools and bringing out messages about the environment, the cultural differences, and about thinking differently about life. That's very, very important. So my family are very supportive. They understand that I don't take risks on expedition, so they enjoy it when I come home. There's a fine balance between going out on an expedition and understanding what you have at home with your family and friends. Makes you appreciate them more. So it's a good balance. Good question. I like that question.
What kind of exercises do you do to be able to manage expeditions like this?
Okay, the training that I train and just keep healthy at home, so I eat healthy food. I train in the gym. If I'm doing a polar expedition, like to the North South Pole, I pull tires, so I put the harness on, and I pull car tires behind me to simulate a sledge. But when I'm ready for climbing high mountains like these behind, then I wear heavy rucksacks and just go walking, you know. Sometimes just walking my dog at home is good exercise. But the best exercise, the best training you can get is actually out in the area itself. And that's why I'm here at the moment, training for 3 weeks prior to the team come on the expedition.
Okay. What kind of equipment do you bring with you when you climb? What kind of...
So that's what kind of equipment I'm bringing?
Once more. What kind of equipment do you bring
with you when you climb?
Okay, I've got that good. So actually climbing, you wear a harness. You wear a thing called a gree, which is you attach it to a rope, and it locks onto the rope and it helps pull you up. Okay, it moves you up the rope itself or down the rope. Also you wear crampons, which are like spikes that you fit on the bottom of your shoes, which can then lock onto the ice and helps you sort of climb the ice itself. And another important bit of equipment is an ice axe, because the ice axe helps you steady yourself on the mountain, and also can be acted as a rescue aid if you slip. And the most important thing I'll be having when I get closer to the summit is anything above 7,000 meters, the air is very, very thin. So I'll be finding it difficult to breathe. I'll be getting oxygen, which will be on my face, and I'll be having oxygen cylinder to get me to the top of the summit. So on the final thing is a suit. We wear an all-in-one down suit, and in the UK, when I was talking to a school, I held this all-in-one down suit up, and they said I had a onesie. I'm not too sure if you know what a onesie is over there.
No, we don't. Could you explain that, please?
Well, it's an all-in-one suit. So trousers and jacket, all-in-one, and it's down, so it's got feathers inside, and it traps air, and it's very, very warm. So very warm clothing.
Okay.
What kind of food do you eat?
Question? Okay, the food we eat on expedition is dehydrated food, so it's very sort of very light, a lot of calories in it, and we add water, snow, so we melt snow and pour the hot water in, it hydrates the food, and you mix it up and you eat that. So you can have anything on the menu, from a curry, a chicken curry, to a stew, very nice and tasty, and you add salt or whatever you want inside of that. But high in protein, high in calories.
How do you manage to sleep when it's so cold?
Once more.
How do you manage to sleep when it's so cold?
Sorry, thank you.
How do you manage to sleep?
Well, you work so hard during the day. Sleep, yeah? I got it. So you work very, very hard during the day. Your body goes through a lot of physical activity. So for night time, you then feel very, very tired, so you didn't sleep. But sometimes in the tent, especially on my polar expeditions, it's been about minus 35, minus 40 in the tent itself. So sometimes it's very, very difficult. But tiredness gets you to sleep at the end of the day.
We have noticed that there are different camps on the way up. Why are the camps named like they are? And why are they placed where they are?
Can you repeat that, please?
We have noticed that there are different camps on the way up. Why are the camps named like they are? And why are they placed where they are?
On the way up, why are they placed where they are? Why are different camps?
What it is you've got different camps. Well, you've got the basic camp, you've got camp 1, then camp 2, then camp 3, and then you have your high camp, and then you go to the summit. The reason you have different camps is...
Han ringer nog upp in. Vad duktiga ni är. Jätteduktiga. Hon kopplar tillbaks just.
Jag fattar bara.
Okej.
Hello?
Hello!
I'm just going to try and show you this. Can you see the yaks? No yaks there. Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes! I can hear you.
Okay, I'm just going to finish that question off. We have a Camp 1, Camp 2, 3, and then a summit. The camps are placed so that they're in safe areas from avalanches. And we need to measure ourselves as we're going up, so our health, our condition, and we need to acclimatise because we're going at the height of where planes usually fly, so like international flights. So when you step out of the plane, you're heading into very, very thin sort of altitude. So we've got to make sure our bodies adjust, so we take it very, very slowly as we're going up, and that's the reason why we have the different camps that are going up. But a really good question. We've got 2 more questions, and then when I get back to the UK, what I promised I'll do is I'll get a great connection, and then we'll have a half an hour. I'll give a talk, a big lecture to you about all the expeditions I've done and about Everest. So I promise I'll do that when I head back to the UK. But for now, have you got just 2 more questions?
Just 2 more. Yes. We have learned that there are several ways you can reach the summit. Which one do you take?
Can you repeat that, please?
We have learned that there are several ways you can reach the summit. Which one do you take?
Okay, the one that we've taken is from the south side. So we're in Nepal at the moment. And we're heading up. It's a route across the Khumbu Glacier, which is probably the start off quite hard to do. And we head up the western, the Khumbu. So that's the route we're taking, this traditional route.
Yes. Do you think that you will notice the global warming even at the summit?
Is it the global warming affecting things? Is that the question?
Is that the question about global warming affecting the area?
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it is. There's a real problem here with glacier movement. Last year when we were here, we had specialists in from America that were checking glacier movement and the lakes around the areas we were training in. And it is a big problem. It's a big problem for the local people, that it would eventually flood local villages, would affect the routes that I'm taking at the moment, so would it then have an effect on the tourism, as well as the cultural side, the history of the Himalayas itself. So a massive problem. And of course, whatever happens here happens around the globe. Environmental problems are linked because we're all linked as one planet. So when in the polar regions, if you get the ice melting, the sea levels rise, and that affects the coastlines of all the countries. So we are affected. And my message for that is very simple. It's people should take a personal responsibility for the environment. So you should just be aware of your own responsibility, really.
Oko, thank you very much. It has been very nice to speaking to you, and we will continue to follow your expedition. We wish you and your team good luck from class 5 on the Åland Islands. Is there something else you want to tell us?
Yes, what I'd like to do is, can I see you ask for a final?
Yes, try. We're working on it. Can you see us now?
This is my colleague, Mark Kelly, and Mark Kelly is from the UK with me, and he's helping me link up with all the schools. So we're filming this, you're filming it, and we're going to send it back to Skype. But what I wanted to say from the Himalayas, from the start of the training expedition, is thank you for being the first school involved. I think it's been very successful. I'm looking forward to you joining the expedition all the way through, and hopefully you can link with the other schools as well. I think that would be a great exercise for you to do. And I'll speak to you when I get back to the UK. But from both Mark Kelly and myself, enjoy the expedition and thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
We are cooperating on Edmodo. All the schools. Okay.
Härligt Fenby!
Ja, jättebra jobbat!